It's the semi-final featuring 12 robots. Axor, Storm 3, Tombstone, Thor the 2nd, Chaos 2, Disco Inferno, Witch Doctor, Razor, Royal Pain, Wheelie Big Cheese, Bot from the Blue, and the reigning champions Revolutionist. Welcome to Robot Wars, and for the first time ever, 12 robots will be battling for a place in the grand final, but which 4 will go through? Last time though. Witch Doctor, the 7th Seeds, cast a spell in the arena with that impressive disc, much improved from the last war. They quickly disposed of Veteran's radar response, Impulse, quite impressively so. But the biggest shock of the night, the Seeded Machine, the runner-up from the last war, Disco Inferno, waltzed just once more as it failed for the first time ever to get out of its heat. Witch Doctor making it through to another semi-final. This is a small disc, but it's so devastating. Watch for this in the semi-finals. And this is how it looks on paper. 6 robots, all winning their heats, lined up. But we have 2 spots up for grabs, which means the runners-up from all previous 6 heats come head-to-head in a 6 Robot Rumble Redemption round for the first time ever. This is so exciting. Axor, Storm 3, Tombstone, Thor 2, Chaos 2 and Disco Inferno. 4 robots in this fight are the top seeds. Here they all are. This is going to be absolute anarchy. There are no rules. House Robots and Refbot expelled from the arena. Only 2 machines can survive this. We play on until we have those 2 machines. There is no time limit. Who is going to win this?
Robot Feeders, stand by.
Not the lineup I was expecting. So much experience in this fight. This is going to be mayhem.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Activate is called. Chaos 2 to the left. Tombstone. Now Storm 3 there spinning around or trying to. Chaos 2 there just taking its time. Thor now self-righting. The disc coming in. There's Disco Inferno in the top of your picture. But now Storm 2 thrusts into Thor 2. Chaos 2 with the flip. There onto Storm 3. Goodness me, it's already Chaos. Thor 2 looking for another place in the semi-finals. They're trying to do one better this year other than 4th place. Disco Inferno. Oh, such a disappointment in their heats. The pit's descended, so now let's see. How many robots can we fit in there, I wonder? Storm 3, such a low robot. The lowest robot in this Robot Rumble Redemption. Tombstone, should I say, is... Oh, he's in the top of your picture, but Axor already been flipped in. Now Disco Inferno with that disc, and already Axor, that's 1 robot disappeared, has gone out the arena. We've got 5 left. Disco Inferno looking impressive, so is Storm 3. Thor's in there as well. Tombstone is coming in for the kill. Can it bury its competitors and send them 6 feet under? Out goes Axor. They come 6. Oh, goodness me, it's all happening at once. The disc of Disco Inferno, that's twice. Oh, they need to prepare that. And in goes Disco Inferno. What a shock that is. Well, they need... I think they need massive repairs for Disco Inferno for next time. Up and over goes Thor 2. Over. Oh, and the flipper goes off as well. This is Chaos in the war zone. Chaos 2. Top of your picture. Self-righting spectacularly. Storm 2 nearly in the pit. Never have they failed to reach the semi-finals. They need to get this and win back. Thor 2 now on its side. Tombstone coming in for the kill and a slam from Storm 2. This is the power of the number 5 seeds. We've still got, I think, 4 robots now. You see Disco Inferno. Massive changes, I think, for that robot next time around. They need to sort out their disc. It's such a shame they will not reach a semi-final this year. Tombstone, look at that. Oh, it's on the edge of the pit. I don't believe it. And he goes from flip from Chaos to Tombstone. They have never failed to reach the semi-finals, and now Chaos 2 has just flipped them in the pit. They drove themselves in the pit. Thor 2 has lost his axe from somewhere. The flipper goes off. Chaos, absolute chaos. I think we've only got 2 left, have we? I'm not too sure. Where is Thor 2? Storm 2 looks the most impressive robot we've seen in the Robot Rumble Redemption battle. Chaos 2 upended. Who is going to win? It looks like Storm is going to win. This has been absolute carnage in the arena. This is what we love. We've geared this up. Of course, all robots who survive this have played an extra fight, which means if they sustain damage, which of course they have done, they're going to have to repair their robots very quickly. Look, Thor 2's come back up and over. Is it alive? Thor 2, can they survive this? Storm 2, and it looks like Chaos 2 are going to win this. Oh, goodness me, onto the flipper. No, the flipper denies Thor 2's resurrection. Oh, well, they've been righted now. Do we carry on? I'm not too sure. Have we got a winner? I think we have. Oh, now who's won between Storm and Thor as Cease is called? Oh, I'm out of breath. I need to lie down. I'm going for a lie down. Oh, goodness me, I need overtime. I need more money for this. Never have I commentated to a battle like this before with such ferocity, such experience, so many robots fighting. Well, straight away the hazards, of course, coming into play. We saw the end of Disco Inferno and Axor pretty early on in the fight. Storm 2, for me, I think it's between Storm 2 and Thor, but if you look throughout that fight, Storm 2 did the most work. Chaos 2, even though started a bit flaky, ended on top. Storm 2 did all the work against Thor, so I have a feeling we're going to be losing Thor 2 at this stage. That was great to see. But what a redemption battle that was. Oh, I'm out of breath. We've still got half the semi-final to go. I'm excited to see the lineup, but for now we've got to decide who will join the 6 heat winners. For me, Storm 2 and Chaos 2 will go through. All will be confirmed on the screen. And there it is. Well, Storm 3, the 5th seeds, join Chaos 2 and the 6 other robots who have made it through. That was special. Confirmation on paper. There it is. The 6 Robot Rumble for the 8th series ends. Chaos 2 on top and Storm 3 second. Now, they will go into a randomly selected pot here. All 8 robots have been drawn and randomly selected. Who is going to fight who? And remember, only 4 robots can survive this. It's straight knockout. Here's the lineup. What a lineup it is. We only have 4 seeds remaining. Chaos 2 Royal Pain, the reigning champions, Revolutionists from the blue. Storm 3 against Really Big Cheese. And first up, it's Witch Doctor and Razor. What a lineup. There's no holding back, though. This is it. Winner takes all. Let's have a closer look at all 8 of our robots.
Revolutionist, Spinner, seeded number 1 and reigning champion.
The reigning champions are just 1 fight away from a record 7th grand final. This is the very, very best. This world-famous robot returns for its 8th semi-final, and it didn't disappoint in the heats. They defeated Trax. Then, the grudge match from the 4th Wars Grand Final ended so dramatically. But in the heat final, despite a bit of a wobble, they defeated the world champions Axor to progress to the semi-finals.
Bot from the blue, Flipper.
The bad boys, Bot from the blue, bewildered us in its heat, and that's only because we've never seen it in action before. It performed like a pro, and in its heat, it didn't disappoint. Watch this in the semi-finals. This could go all the way, defeating Onslaught and even Storm 3 in the opening melee, and the House Robots. Nothing in its way could withstand it, not even the experienced and seeded machine BattleBot. A devastating flip, caught on the edge, and out they went. Then in the heat final, Storm 3 suffered from this bot from the blue.
Storm 3, Pusher, seeded number 5.
It's a Storm that's lingered in the arena for many years. Still a threat in the arena. It's never failed to reach the semi-finals. However, it had a bit of a wobble in its heat, but redeemed itself in the redemption fight. Storm 3 started strong. It defeated Stinger in its grudge match in the second round, quite comfortably. But the threat from the heat was bot from the blue, which led Storm 3 into the redemption battle. It had a point to prove, and boy did it prove it, winning in great style.
Wheelie Big Cheese Flipper.
The biggest wedge of cheese you will ever see today. Wheelie Big Cheese have had an amazing campaign for the 8th series, and even though those wheels are exposed, it hasn't seemed to falter them. The cheese has been here before. In fact, it has got through to the grand final on one occasion. And in the heat, Arctic, the seeded machine, could not withstand the power of this cheese. Out it went. It did suffer damage though, not to itself, but to the arena floor. Ramsey flew high and crashed down to earth with a bang, which led it through to the heat final, defeating the seeded machine Tombstone with an amazing flip. That was special.
Royal Pain Axebot.
Fresh from its victory in the heat against Thor 2, Royal Pain are one to look out for. They have a devastating axe. It's great to see fresh blood in the semi-finals. In their heats, they had a whacking good time against Behemoth, knocked into submission with the help from Thor 2. They then defeated Roadblock before meeting the 4th seeds in the heat final. And after a few devastating blows, Royal Pain caused the pain. The mighty god of Thor 2 died.
Razor Crusher, seeded number 10.
Always gracious in victory. Razor are in the semi-finals for a second time. They performed incredibly well in the heats with that almighty Crusher. This is the best Crusher in the arena at the moment. In the heats, they defeated APD3, followed by Tornado. The Storm was put out, and Chaos 2 was dumped in the pit of oblivion. Razor through.
Chaos 2 Flipper.
A past champion, Chaos 2 are back in form. Not the best flipper around at the moment. It stayed back while other robots have adapted. Could that be the weakness? It performed incredibly well in the heats though, and this is their story. They came out on top in the heats in the first round, and in one of the closest matches we've seen of the tournament, defeated the fancied Danton Kia, but were beaten by Razor in the heat final. But came back through redemption and came out on top. The question is, can Chaos 2 come into glory once more for a second time?
Witch Doctor Spinner, seeded number 7.
Last, but by no means least, it's our Heat 6 winner, Witch Doctor, who we saw at the start of the heat dispose of Disco Inferno. This really is an improvement from last year, with an added bonus of a Shremek. And there is the lineup. All 8 robots worthy of their position in the semi-finals. Their first match is the 10-seed Razor versus Witch Doctor. It's actually a bit of a grudge match from the last series. And this was it. It came, actually, in the first round of the 7th Wars. Razor came out on top with a little help from the house robots and the arena hazards. Witch Doctor did prevail though and come through, but Razor in this battle came out on top. Is revenge on the cards? So much revenge in this series so far. Are we going to have a repeat?
Robotians, stand by.
As they come head to head. Such a good fight now. Top seeds for the 8th Wars. Only one can go through as they come through the smoke, the mists of mayhem in the arena. She'll spit you out. It's Matilda and the deadly Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Only one machine from each fight will make it through, and already we can see Witch Doctor controlling, being aggressive, being dominant in the arena. Can Witch Doctor now come in for the kill and pierce, or cripple Razor? Razor now trying to find that ground clearance. Now that's interesting. The lowest ground clearance there at the front appears to be Witch Doctor, but in the last series it was reversed. So Witch Doctor have made huge improvements, including of course the Shriek. Matilda now coming in. Will it add insult to injury here? Matilda going to a CPZ now. The House Robots come into play. Will we see Witch Doctor Shriek in play for the first time? No. Now Razor trying to get to grips here. Oh, I don't know. It's certainly the slowest machine. Witch Doctor, of course, using its brute force with the added, of course, the bonus of that dreaded disc on the front. It's devastating. It's caused so much damage. At the moment, though, Razor seems to be withstanding the damage here from that horrible weapon on Witch Doctor. Remember, Witch Doctor trying to progress. It's trying to get out of the semi-finals for the first time in its campaign. So's Razor. They've both been here before. At the moment, though, it's like a proper dragged out, drawn fight. A drawn out fight here. Razor now trying to get underneath Witch Doctor. It can't. It needs to get to the sides. That's good control there from Razor now. Witch Doctor trying to find the exposed, I suppose, the armour on the sides, the wheels, to try and get some sort of punishment and damage. No, it's not. It's just completely ripped Razor. Oh, okay, Razor. Now, what are you going to do now for a weapon? I'm not quite sure. It can maybe poke, prod. That was some power and the force. I have never seen damage to Razor like that. That was impressive. I've never, look at that. Bits flying off in all directions. Razor, I think they've just been knocked out. Look, bit more bits. Oh, goodness. Witch Doctor now in complete control. What can Razor do here? I've never seen Razor like this. I've never seen Razor sustain so much damage. This is incredible. Razor is limping. And Razor, well, which bit do you count out? Will Refbot count Razor out? I'm not too sure. Another bit coming off. Oh, this is complete anarchy. This is complete destruction in the arena here. Razor now, I don't think, can get back. They need something catastrophic to go wrong in the arena to win this. Matilda with a flip. Well, that's it. Look at this, Matilda. Oh, devastating. So close to being flipped out of the arena. In goes Refbot. Well, put Razor out of its misery. I am absolutely speechless and blown away by that power that we saw. I think Refbot struggling to count out Razor just about now as the countdown is complete. Razor have failed once again to get out of the semi-finals, which means Witch Doctor will be through to its first grand final. What a performance here from the 7th seeds. At the moment, we now dispose of the remains, the carcass, and it really is the carcass and Dead Metal of Razor now coming in, screeching onto the tail. The pit has descended. There it is. That is where Razor will end up. If Dead Metal has anything to say about it, you meanie Dead Metal. Go on, get Razor, push it out of its misery. Doesn't deserve that. Oh, Matilda! Well, why not? It is your arena. After all, I'm not going to argue with the Matilda. But Witch Doctor, famous victory. Revenge is sweet. They go through to the grand final. Next up, it's Storm 3 and Wheelie Big Cheese. A rematch from the Third Wars. As they come into the arena, let's just rewind. It was at the same stage in the semi-finals of the Third Wars. Look at the difference in machines, especially Storm. They've hugely improved the robots, but with a lucky flip from Wheelie Big Cheese, caused Storm 2 to exit the competition in one of the biggest flips we saw at the time. And this was it. Out they go. Is revenge on the cards again? It's all about the rematches for the semi-finals.
Roboties, stand by.
in the arena is Shunt. And the Master of Mayhem, Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Another good fight brewing, I sense. It's been years since these two robots have fought each other. Storm 3, of course, coming through the redemption fight. Wheelie Big Cheese winning its heat. So in fine style. Oh, and over goes Shunt. Well, Shunt, you just got in the way. It was in a CPZ. That nearly... Goodness me, Wheelie Big Cheese nearly flipped Shunt out of the arena. He just got in the way, Shunt. Wheelie Big Cheese had other ideas, and over goes the House Robots. Humiliation. Oh, and another fantastic flip from the Cheese. I think this is the most powerful version of Wheelie Big Cheese we've seen, because it caused so much damage in the heats. And Storm 2 here on the end of some horrific flips here. Are they going to suffer the same fate as they did all the way back in the Third Wars? The spikes now coming into play. Look at this. Power. Bang. Biff. You come down to the arena, inside the arena, though luckily for Storm 2 as Wheelie Big Cheese now comes in with the... Okay, so, Storm 3, what are you going to do now? Technically you're still in as well. What a flip. It sort of somersaulted, came back into the arena, Wheelie Big Cheese took advantage and flipped. Look at this, I've never seen that. Balanced. It did this with Tombstone, but just on a different part of the arena. Wheelie Big Cheese is making a habit. Okay, Refbot, now you can flip Storm 2, but no, Wheelie Big Cheese is having other ideas and is attacking the house. Oh, goodness me, this is a... What's Refbot ever done to anyone? That was a flip and a half. Wheelie Big Cheese. Killalot is not going to take care of you. Are going to have to be very careful, Wheelie Big Cheese. You may be through to your second grand final, but you are... Well, you might sustain huge damage here. This might be telling, because can you... It's great to see. Shunt overturned, Refbot overturned. Storm 3 out of the arena. They've once again failed to reach the grand final. Oh, is it going to be the flame pit for Wheelie Big Cheese? No, it's going to be out the arena. Sir Killalot is not taking kindly to this attack on the house. You have pretty much humiliated the house. Killalot's trying to find some sort of redemption here. What a performance, though, from Wheelie Big Cheese. They might be ending up out the arena, but they're going to be through to the grand final. Killalot's not having any of it. The Master of Mayhem showing who is boss in the arena.
See.
Oh, but what a fight that was. Wheelie Big Cheese. What you going to do? Flip yourself back in? I don't think so. Oh, look at that. Refbot overturned. Storm 3 out of here. Sir Killalot left defending the house. And that's confirmation. Wheelie Big Cheese through. Next up, it's the reigning champions against Bot from the Blue. This is going to be a tough task for the newcomers. Patrolling for this fight is Sir Killalot and Shunt once again. What a daunting task for Bot from the Blue here.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Now remember, Revolutionist on paper never failed to reach the semi-finals! Oh! Right. Have you seen the clock? It stays on the screen. It was that quick. 4 seconds. Revolutionist. I think that's got to be the quickest fight in the entire series. Bot from the Blue. What more can we see from this devastating robot? That's it. The champions are out. I had a big speech prepared for the beginning of the fight, trying to build up the tension. There was no tension. Bot from the Blue needed to end it. Not even the gyroscopic speed could stop Revolutionist. That was one of the biggest flips we've seen. Even more such an impact of a flip, because it was the reigning champions. They are no longer the reigning champions. They're out. I'm devastated. Brilliant to see Bot from the Blue. I cannot believe what we have just seen. That is it for Revolutionist. Bot from the Blue through to the grand final. Look at this lineup. I've never seen a lineup like it before. Our last fight of the night is Chaos 2 and Royal Pain.
Robot ears, stand by.
There is no time to catch your breath.
3, 2, 1. Action. activate.
Are we in for another treat here as the flames loom on Chaos 2 already attacking the side panel? That flew off against Royal Pain here. Chaos 2, of course, coming back. They're trying to get through to another grand final to reclaim the top spot. At the moment, though, Royal Pain doing all of the attack and the aggression now. Chaos 2 flips once and the floor flipper raises. Royal Pain on its side. Look at this flip here now from the flipper. They can self-right from there. Chaos 2 will be looking to take advantage while the Royal Pain did no. Royal Pain too quick for Chaos 2 then to come in for the kill and try and get them out of the arena maybe. And another flip here from Chaos 2 once more. Goodness me, I think Chaos 2 at the moment just about on top. Matilda coming in with the flippers and helped out. Helped out Royal Pain. They'll take kindly to that. And another flip onto the flipper. This is to and fro. It's all about the flipper from the arena. And of course Chaos 2 I think is wedged open. Been used too much. The Flames now coming in for the kill. Can they try and get under the underbelly and cause some sort of damage to these two robots? Very heavily armoured, both machines. Once again upended. Look at this flip here from the floor flipper. Who is on top at the moment? It's very even, isn't it? Royal Pain now. Oh, look, it's the axe is stuck now. No, Chaos 2 in doing so has flipped itself over. In comes the axe. Look at this, the underbelly of Chaos 2. It's like a headache. How is Chaos 2 surviving this impound, this absolute bombardment of axe blows? And there's Dead Metal. Look, we've got a circular sword and an axe on the underbelly of Chaos 2. I don't think Chaos 2 can survive this. They've been on the back now for quite some time. Has it been longer than 30 seconds? Well, Repot's not coming in for the kill. Oh, but no. In doing so, Royal Pain's weapon has got lodged. It's got wedged in there underneath Chaos 2's flipper. Is this causing damage to Chaos 2's flipper? Because at the moment, Chaos 2's flipper is immobile. It cannot reach or it cannot come back down to the ground to flip. It's sort of inactive at the moment. It has come back down now to the ground, so it can do some flipping. I think Royal Pain, is doing all of the work. I think Chaos 2 now maybe just limping a bit. That was when the axe got stuck in underneath the flipper. Chaos 2 now coming in for the kill again, causing so much chaos here to Royal Pain. This would be a famous victory here. Chaos 2 now coming in, certainly now on top at this point, pushing Royal Pain towards Matilda, who's caused some more damage. Now that's going to count in Chaos 2's favour. Look at this. Matilda's helped out, flip back up, but it's all about... well, it's all about the axe against the flipper. Who on earth has won this as we do go to a judge's decision? What a decision this is going to be. I have no idea who's won this. Has to be the closest fight of the series, if not probably one of the closest fights we've ever seen. I have no idea who's won that. The damage here now, Chaos 2's back panel coming off, but also the house robots causing damage to Royal Pain with the side panels coming off. Chaos 2 doing all the flips. At the start, Chaos 2 was the more aggressive, using the hazards and flipping, of course. Royal Pain up and over, who did struggle, but then Royal Pain came back with some horrible, devastating impacts and attacks with that axe. Going into the CPZs, which won't count in Royal Pain's favour. This was the drive, though, in towards Dead Metal's corner patrol zone. This, of course, helped Royal Pain win some points, then got the axe stuck in towards the flipper, tried to immobilise the flipper, spinning around here. Who was toing and throwing there? Who was in control? Chaos 2 certainly was at the end of the fight. Oh, I have no idea. This is one of the closest fights I have ever seen. Who's won this? All be projected onto the screen. Oh, it's Royal Pain! The damage must have been the key factor there. What a lineup we have for you. I cannot believe it. What an incredible semi-final we have witnessed. We have 4 robots into the semi-finals who have basically knocked out the top robots. Royal Pain through to the grand final. The grand final looms in the most open final ever. Anything can happen.